Louis XIV wore heels, red ones, like painted red on purpose. So from across the room, you'd know this man doesn't walk far, this man doesn't work, and this man can afford to look impractical. Somewhere between that and a gym bro screaming, be a man, be a Sigma in a tank top, we decided that heels were gay and skirts were crisis. And I need you to sit with that because we are going to have a very stupid conversation. I mean, a very serious conversation. Hear me out. Heels were not made for women. They started with horse riders, like the way they lock your foot into the stirrup. Functional, military basically. Then by the 1600s, European noblemen started wearing 6-inch heels, not to walk in, but to not walk in. Basically, it's a flex. The higher the heel, the higher the birth. Kings, nobleman, and aristocrat. Skirts, same arc, different fabric. Half of the human history, skirt was just a piece of clothing, like not gendered. Half the world wore some kind of it, and nobody had a breakdown about it. So, what happened? Where did that go? Can you imagine? There's an actual term for this, the Great Male Renunciation. Like in the late 1700s, man stopped wearing color, lace, ornament, and heels and whatsoever, not by choice, but by pressure. Industrial revolution happened, and suddenly a man's value isn't in how he looks, it's in what he produces. Actually, what I feel is modernism didn't liberate menswear, it kind of flattened it. And this is the actual tension that I want you all to notice because it's not tradition versus skirt. It's basically modernism versus culture. The world get more modern, more industrial, more efficient, and ironically, this is the exact moment where clothing stopped being self-expression and moreover it became a kind of uniform that you have to must wear. And culture, the older, the weirder, and the more ornamental version of masculinity, lost to modernism version of what a useful man looks like. So when people say skirts on men are not traditional, they've got it all backwards. The plain, restrained, no color version of masculinity is the newer invention, barely 200 years old. Also convenient how this is the same era when women's corsets got more tighter. Men's clothes simplify, while women's clothes got more restrictive and more decorative. Like someone ran a meeting and split the label. You gotta suffer for beauty, you gotta suffer for productivity. Nobody asked for this, nobody voted for this. Like they just got assigned. Like, anyway. Ask a man today why he wouldn't wear a skirt, and he'll possibly say, okay, men are not supposed to wear a skirt. But that is not instinct, that is internalized surveillance. You're not describing your personality, you're describing 200 years of watching the man get mocked for the same thing and quietly filling it under don't. Psychologists call this stuff gender policing. And the wild part about that is that it doesn't need an actual audience. Like you do it to yourself. You imagine the laugh before anyone laughs. Now let me give you some latest incidents. Harry Styles wears a dress for a Vogue cover, and it's not a fashion story, it's a culture war story. And suddenly, grown men on Twitter debating whether this is the end of the Western civilization over a dress. When Billy Potter showed up in a tux gown at the Oscars, it's treated either as revolutionary or as a threat. I mean, why not just clothes? The real close example is dating apps. Men have literally said that painted nails or earrings cost them matches, not because it doesn't look good, but because it doesn't fit into the box of society made up masculine principles. और मज़े की बात ये है कि that was never really natural to begin with. They were always enforced. Ritual clothing versus self-expression clothing. Ritual clothing exists to signal belonging. For example, I dress like the group, so they read me as safe. It will promote the feeling of oneness, like we'll feel like we belong here. Self expressive clothing exists to signal self. I dress like me, regardless of whether the group approves or not. It gives a sense of liberty and free will, like you can be you the way you want. और असल मज़े की बात तो ये है कि वो हील्स जो ये स्टेटस और अपनी बर्थ लीनेज शो करने के लिए पहनते थे नोबल एरिस्टोक्रेट्स एंड व्हाटसोएवर लाइक दे यूज्ड टू वेयर ना, तो वो इन्होंने फ्रिवलेस करार दे दी और वो अब वुमेन के काम आती हैं। उन्हीं हील्स को और उसी सेल्फ एक्सप्रेशन को इन्होंने फ्रिवलेस करार दे दिया और वो इन्होंने औरतों तक सीमित रख दिया। And I don't get this because this is so ironic considering it began with as a king's move. And no, I'm not saying you to go buy heels tomorrow. I'm just saying that the instinct that stops you, it's not yours. It's basically inherited from the system that wants men to stop being productive. And somewhere along the way, we mistook that restriction for personality. Anyways, next time someone says that gender roles are just how it's always been, Tell them to go ask Louis 14 about his shoes.
Don't know to know